if you are also experiencing an issue, this is a good time to mention that too. We are implementing some new features to the game. There will be quest system. There will be daily login bonus. So we are going to reward all of the people that joins daily. This is good for like you guys if you are like logging in daily. So I will dive into a little bit deeper into that actually right now until everybody comes because it's just been normally a minute. So the daily multiplier is going to work like this, and it is coming pretty soon. Hopefully, end of next week, it will be there. Probably sooner for the daily multiplier. So daily multiplier will be every day when you join to the flagmate.com and like when you are active, you will get 0.1 multiplier. At the end of the 10 days, your multiplier will be 2x. So in every game you play, for example, in the fifth day, you will get 1.5x every game. At the end of 10 day, you will get like 2x, right? And this like increases daily. So if you are playing daily and like if you log in daily to the Flagmate, every day your multiplier is increasing. And then there is the quest part of things. So there will be quests like play 2 games, win 3 games, destroy 5 opponents, capture this many hexagons. We are going to start utilizing the hexagons. As you know, hexagons are in the leaderboard. We got actually a bunch of questions about this, and it's we are slowly starting to reveal that it's a necessity. So hexagons will be also inside the quest as well. Um, so let me know if you have any questions. Grit, do you want to add something?
Yeah, the bug regarding the black screen showing up is fixed. The other bug where you weren't able to capture your opponent is fixed. We
Yeah,
also like now when you kill your opponents, the game is ending, right?
exactly. I think this is a really, really like this was necessary, right? So you can capture enemy bases. So if you are, let's say, playing versus AI or versus playing each other, you can capture enemy base. And when you do that, the game ends. It's up to you to capture it at that second or not. If you have less than 5K points, you will end the game with 5K points. If you have more than 5,000 points, the game will end with whatever you have in hand at the moment. So let's say you have 10K, you capture enemy base, the game is ending. So the only way to end the game is not capturing the central miner anymore. If you kill your opponent, you win. Or actually, this was an issue before too. If your opponent gets disconnected, you still win the game either with 5K or if you have more than 5K points, you will receive whatever the points you have in game. So if someone gets disconnected on the minute 16, 18, 17, it's not a pain in the ass anymore. It's not a problem anymore. You will receive whatever you have in hand at that second, and you will win, and the game will end.
Yeah, we are also working. We are also working on. I will address the things that you asked also, but let me just say this first. So we are also working on mechanisms because now, in order to gain more points, usually you would need to play longer. We are working on implementing mechanisms that would reward you for being the better player. We will probably add that the number of AIs that you play against is randomized and the skill level of AI will increase as well as you're progressing through the levels and as you're accumulating more points, becoming better. The AI will
Exactly.
become.
Actually, let me add one more thing here. When you mentioned this, I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is the actually thing that Livy asked, right? Livy is asking the number one on number two, and the leaderboard is real or not. Uh, we detected like a couple of players using scripts, so like they are opening their PC up and it plays the game on its own, right? So of course they are going to be eliminated uh, for the like sake of privacy. I'm not going to mention the names. Then let's say if you are the and it will be like split between the other top 100, right? So their points will also be splitted into you. So like, don't worry about them cheating. It's like they are going to be eliminated, and whatever they point they have, it will come to top 100. So you don't need to like worry about others. We are seeing everything, right? Like we are like playing the game every day. We are checking the leaderboard every day. We are tracking how people are playing every day. So we are seeing actually everything.
Okay, just to add on this. So in the backend, we have like all the data regarding each player games. So it will be easy to identify whether two people are consistently queuing up together in order to get more points. We will identify like whoever uses if somebody uses scripts, and doing the same actions each game. We also have mechanisms to identify this stuff. So pretty much like both me and Underdog, we are like crypto native people, so we are aware of the issue of cheating in other Web3 games, and those people, they will be banned. We will wait the end of the season to ban them. So they will still be present on the leaderboard, but once the moment for like rewarding the people that are actually playing the game comes, be sure that those people will be eliminated. We won't allow people turn like $500 or something for botting. So this is something that we're gonna.
Like to be honest, like if like we can't inform everybody, and if this raises like too much concern, we might just delete them right away. Like we already know who they are. Like so. I, either like close to end of the tournament, or maybe 2 weeks later you won't see that guy on number one on the leaderboard. So they are going to be eliminated, but like since their points are going to be splitted with you guys, it is not so terrible thing for you. When the number one and two gets eliminated, the number third will be number one, and the number fourth will be number two, and there it goes. Like, uh, yeah, I think we can dive into the patch notes after answering some questions. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah. Mind, do you still experience these issues? Mind said that he has the issue that he doesn't get rewarded after he wins the points, and sometimes he gets kicked out of the game. I think that I'm not aware of the.
I don't see it in the chat.
It's the third message from the bottom.
Let me see. Oh yeah, the long message. Sorry, my eyes don't read the long messages. But yeah, I saw.
Are you still experiencing this issue or no? Because the one where you are getting kicked should be solved, right? And I'm not aware personally of the first one. I'm not sure whether that's
all of these are solved. I'm not sure when did you last played, right? But for a week, actually, all of these issues are completely solved. So when you get into the game, there is no claim issue. This claim issue was together with the Unity error that you were getting at the beginning, like the pop up error that you were getting. Like that was like really tiring. That and claim was together, but it's not there anymore. But please open a ticket if you experience any issues, right?
He says that he's still getting those. Please, next time when you get that, open a ticket and don't close your browser. We will tell you what to do to send us the error pretty much. If that's okay with you.
Please open a ticket. Yeah, if you open a ticket, we will work on it immediately.
I just want to address the Zach question that he has problems with placing and upgrading the buildings, clicking 5 to 6 times. Honestly, this happens to me currently. We are working on that, and in order, like, currently, the best approach for that is to slightly zoom out, and once you zoom out, it will be you won't need to click 5-6 times. You still need to click 2-3 times sometimes, but we are working to solve that as well. Like one of the
Yeah,
reasons.
that will be solved pretty soon. It is in the it is solved in the current build that we didn't release yet. But in the next patch note, you will see that it is also fine. Sorry, you were saying something, Grit.
Eleanor asked like when is the gameplay update for the mobile phone users?
Oh, the you are talking about the App Store and Play Store, right?
Yeah.
So the Play Store is actually submitted to Google Play. So it's under Google Play's review, right? So once Google Play confirms, which I think takes like a, I don't know, week. So it's up to Google Play to like when they are confirming, right? Usually like 7 to 10 days they confirm it, but the mobile version is fully ready for the Android. It is developed and ready and submitted. So totally pending on Google Play. And the iOS version is actually just finished today, and it will be submitted uh, for the App Store. So if you're Android, like probably next week, like in 7 days, you will have it. If you are using iPhone, probably like in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, we're honestly working on a lot of things currently and trying to push as much as possible. Like honestly, I was one of the first guys that was like, oh, I'm getting black screen, so I need to click 5 times, right? So and I like now when I'm in the team, I can see that they are heavily working on solving all the issues, and like some of the stuff was slightly delayed because we kind of realized that in Unity it's very difficult to solve these problems. Somebody asked regarding the new game modes. Honestly, like we are currently not working on that. Before we want to polish the game at the current level, right, and make it like perfect regarding this stuff. And that's when we can move forward with building new modes and new features within the game. At the current stage, I think it's very important to solve these bugs and issues because people get frustrated. I got frustrated when I got it, so I can understand your side as well. So that's the current priority.
Actually, about the mobile app, I see a couple of people mention that. So Shadow too, right? So the mobile app, it was actually ready all this time, right? It was ready, but we didn't want to share it before it was live on Google Play, right? Because nobody likes to download stuff from project's website, and we don't want you to do that too, you know. So it should be listed officially on Google Play. Then when it's listed there, you can like you will know that it is like 100% secure, like, and go from there, right? We don't want to force anyone to download stuff. And here is the important part. Even when the app version is ready, you will still be able to play on the website. So you will like this is our approach. You never need to download anything. You can play anything, our game on the website. You can go to flagm8.com, play the game even when the app is live. So this goes to anyone who doesn't like to download anything or like who doesn't like to install anything to their computer or their PC. Oh, is somebody talking?
Eleanor asked about conversion system for the points obtained from the game. I don't understand the question personally.
No, I understand it. So Eleanor is asking by basically the is the like points are exactly the tokens, right? And it will be it is not. So like when you look at it, like there are like people with like I don't know a couple million points, and it won't be like couple million tokens because our token price is not going to be it's not going to start with 10 zeros, right? So we don't want that. Like it's not a It's not a like super meme token. So it will be equivalent with the token price, but the conversion rate is not really actually uh, important when you think about it. 100 tokens that you are going to get from, I don't know, $10 price is the same with 1,000 tokens that you are going to get with $1 price. At the end of the day, they are worth the same, right? So the airdrop part of things is going to be like we are making sure that airdrop part is like definitely worth for all of the players. And on top of the 25K tournament, there is the airdrop, right? This is actually the part that most of the people miss. Actually, top 5,000 players will get airdropped in Flagm8, and this is like an important topic in my opinion, because in most of the projects, like airdrop goes to, I don't know, 500,000 people, right? Or like, I don't know, at least 100K people. And but here in Flagm8, we make sure that this airdrop is going to worth something. So it is only going to distribute to the top 5,000 on top of that 25K to the top 100. So let me see if I missed any questions.
How
Yeah,
how
go with it.
how will you make sure the game stays fair for everyone, even with tokens and rewards involved? We kind
What?
of addressed. Sorry.
Hmm.
How
Go
will
ahead,
you
Grit.
how will you make sure the game stays fair for everyone? This is what we addressed, right? We have the data about the users. We know when you started your games. We know how you obtain the fields and pretty much everything. So for the people that are using some macros or that are botting in any kind of way, that are playing with friends, make alliance, split points, we will know all of that. So pretty much all the users that do some kind of cheating will be banned, and they won't get.
Yeah, so we basically see what time did you start the game, what time did you end the game, who were you playing with, and who do you play mostly, you know? So if I play with you all the time, and if I beat you all the time, and if I usually beat you in like 5 minutes, and like there are other things, of course, but like these are the red flags that we take a look into the account deeply, and then we decide. Of course, if you're a regular player that plays with your friend, that even if you win all the time, like you are not going to get banned as long as as long as you are not using scripts or any type of cheating application. You are not going to get banned, you know.
Yeah, we can't detect whether you use scripts, but we can detect it based on your actions, pretty much what you do on the board in the field. So I'm saying
Thank you, Charlie.
I'm saying this transparently because I know that some games claim that they can. It's just not possible, right? But the thing that is possible is that you have all the actions, and based on the actions, it's very easy to detect, right? Whether you win the games in a literally same way, in the same time, with the same points and things like that. So
By the way, in the meantime, I am giving both early flagger and the Flagmate core supporters role to everybody that asks question in the chat.
nice.
You can go ahead with the next question or anything you want to say.
Yeah.
I'm giving role.
I'm also reading what are people asking.
Oh yeah. When is the TG of token planned for? Hey, Adrian, how are you?
What about top one person? I heard you wanna clear him out.
Who? What?
Zach asked that. What about top one person? I heard you wanna clear him out.
Well, I don't want to say like this person is going to get banned, right? But if he's using cheat, like any type of cheat, he will be banned. And like that first person on the leaderboard is kind of cheating.
we,
We know it.
we won't disclose like who were the people that are cheating. Like we banned this, and these people because it's kind of weird. But you will
Yeah.
literally see, okay, I moved 30 places on the leaderboard, right?
Well, can I ask you a question about this top one person?
Yeah,
For
sure.
sure, man.
Like, I know this person and I play this game with him. He's just playing really, really much in this game.
So what are you saying?
I'm just saying he, like,
He said
okay, I'm
that
sorry, my
he
English
he
not
didn't
really good.
cheated. Yeah, I understand your point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I we honestly haven't deep dived into each account specifically. We just literally made sure that we can pull the data for each person, right? Because we are currently working on other stuff. It's honestly like a waste of time for us to prioritize banning people instead of like fixing the things within the game, right? So it's important for us that we have all the data in the backend, you know. So if he didn't cheat it, he won't be banned, right? If we realize that he opened each time in the same way, like he opens on exact same field in exact same time in the game, he will be banned, right? Because that means that he used the scripts. Because if you're doing things manually by yourself, you will be at least 1-2 seconds off each time when you're playing, right? So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as if he's not like opening like at the same seconds, like I'm not doing at the same thing at the same time, especially versus AI. If it's if it is not something like that, of course he's not going to be, he's not going to get banned. So I'm just mentioning that because like most of the people are asking about the first player on the leaderboard, right? If like since this many concerns came, I'm saying that if he's cheating, he will be banned.
Okay, thank you for answer.
yeah, the moment when I joined, like this was one of the first thing that I kind of realized that there are people within the game that build like I don't know 10 miners in like literally first 4 or 5 seconds. If you're playing manually, you can't. It's impossible to do that, right? If you're placing it with your hands, right? So
Yeah, actually, that was the thing that we noticed on the top, like the first player on the leaderboard. So, like, we are kind of reviewing his account. If he was cheating, he will be already like banned, right? Like, but there is a suspect around it, and like we are reviewing his account. That's the thing that I can say. So that's why I said like maybe probably like most likely, because like we had a red flag, but like we are trying to make sure that it is maybe it might be a connection issue. Maybe he put all of the miners at the same like in 10 seconds, but it showed up as like he put in 1 second. Maybe it is something like if it is something like that, he's good to go, right? There is no issue. That's why we haven't like eliminated the ones that are not 100% cheating. That are 100% cheating, they're already like gone. And these guys are under like review. Like I'm pretty sure like there are some players that is certain, and like some are like we are reviewing.
um
Okay, okay.
Do you know him personally? I wish he were here too. We could have asked how much time he spends.
Oh, he have no lights. He live in Ukrainian, so
Ah,
uh,
okay. Well, that's a good data.
yeah, because yeah, he can play this game all the time because yeah, he have sometimes off the light, and but when he play it like almost all the time because he love this game.
Yeah, especially some form of plays that you do, for example, if you play versus AI all the time and like if you are expanding in the map, it's normal, right? It is inside the game and like it is allowed, obviously, because we didn't stop it, right? We can like stop some things too. So those things that like people do, they like they are not going to be banned for like doing any action that is allowed by game, unless you are using a script, you know. So
Okay.
let us go back to some questions. Yeah,
Can I ask you about another question?
for sure, for sure.
Like you mentioned, you're gonna make the AI bots more harder, like harder to defeat them, and random amount of AI spawn in the game.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. Did you gonna like add the difficulties you can set in the menu when you play against AI, or they always gonna be like harder and harder?
Actually, we want to set some difficulties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like uh, like if you're gonna set the difficulties more harder, you're gonna earn more points or something like that. I don't know.
The difficulty of the AI will scale up with your level. So pretty much like if you join the game, obviously you won't get like super high difficult AI that you can beat, right? But if you are at like, I don't know, 20, 30 million points, it's kind of expected from you that you're already a good player, right? So the AI that you face will be more difficult and it will be like harder, like because I mentioned that like the people that are able to beat AI faster will be rewarded with more points, right? So like the more difficult AI is, the faster it will develop, and you won't be able to beat it as fast as somebody who starts playing and who is like, let's say, level 10, right? So we wanna add that skill element to the game more. And
Yeah.
since Charlie asked, can skill player win without spending a lot? Currently, and we will answer the other questions regarding NFTs TG later. Since there are no NFTs, there are no additional stuff you can like. You're not spending anything anyway, right? There's nothing to buy within the game. There are some things that will be added, but most likely post TG, right? For the NFTs that we intend to release once they're released, as a skilled player, you will be able to beat people with NFTs if you're good enough, right? So it will make a difference. So the NFTs will have an impact on the game, and you will be stronger if you own NFTs. But we don't want to make them stronger to the point that the person that has no NFTs has no chance versus the person that owns NFTs, right? So it will help you, but it won't be like the determining factor. And this is also one of the things that we are currently working on. We want to find a balance where they have some impact, but they are not the determining factor. We want your skill to remain the determining factor in the game.
Exactly. Actually, let me add one more thing about the difficulty of the AI. So even right now, the AI gets harder as you play, but you don't even notice it, right? Because it is getting like so slowly harder. And actually, the reason that we implemented this during our beta test, uh, nobody was able to win. The AI was literally like destroying everybody, right? I was like full focus playing for 20 minutes and I was like winning one game, then losing another. So like we talked and said like guys like nobody likes to lose, you know, and like I am losing this game. I am playing on computer and like so we like decrease the AI difficulty, but now we noticed that like it is right now too easy, right? So adding more AIs into the game, so there will be a randomized factor, right? Sometimes you start with two AIs, sometimes you start with four, sometimes you start with three. So when you go into the game, it's randomized, right? Either five, and like they are going to be like the purpose of this is to make the game a little bit more unpredictable, and therefore more fun, right? A little bit more hard and more AIs. We think that this will definitely bring more fun to the game.
Okay, sorry, can I ask something?
For sure, man.
I'm sorry for the interrupt the conversation, but I want to mention about the cheating problem in the gameplay you just talked about. I'm one of the top five, but I guarantee the points I get are from a pure game by playing harder, like 12 hours a day. And now the question is, how do you know someone is cheating, such as using a script or something else?
Okay. So when you are using a script, let's say you are playing with a script, right? You get into the game, you are starting the game at exact same second, and you are building your miners and servers at the exact same second, and you are basically opening and like capturing and like going into hexagons at the exact same second or a close seconds, right? Like even if your script is something like sometimes go this second, sometimes go this second, after doing that with 100 games later, it shows that you opened same like 10 games every same like every millisecond you are playing the same thing, and it is basically impossible, right? And you are then starting the game at the exact same second. If you are playing with your friend, you are starting the game with your friend at the exact same second. So not even seconds, it's like milliseconds, you know. So it is obvious on our side because like we can actually see also what's going on inside the game too when you're playing it. So like like we can go back in games and see what is happening inside the game too. So if we get suspicious on something, uh, like I said, like somebody like was saying the first like top one account, like yes, everybody is reporting him. Yes, we got suspected. We are suspicious, but he's on the suspicious. Like he's not banned yet, right? We gotta make sure because like these guys, if he's actually playing literally and got like I don't know more than 900 wins, I guess, like on his own, like we don't want to ban him because you know he like when he spends all that time. So we gotta like be 100% sure of it.
Mm. Also, like same number of units as well, right? That's one thing. Sending same number of units to same fields, like capturing the fields at the same time, right? So it's I think these things are relatively easy detectable. So it's just a matter of time when we complete the other stuff that we want to complete within the game before we get, because we want to review each person manually. We don't want like to auto ban based on certain actions because then there are mistakes. On this way, when you go for manual review of each account, I think it's much better, right?
Exactly. Okay, I hope that answered your question. By the way, if you like need more details, you can like we can elaborate too.
Yeah, the Eleanor asked also regarding the NFTs. So it's one of the next steps. We still don't have date defined, right? As we said, so we are working on some things currently. Once we finish and fix the bugs within the game and the problems within the game, then that's the next step. As I
Yeah,
mentioned,
right now, the next step is actually the quest system and the daily multiplier. So the daily bonuses. So this opens you a chance to if you play every day, you get the multipliers, you get the quests, like capture 1,000 hexagons, play 2 games, and the next day, for example, like defeat capture 2 bases of opponents, and like do something else in the game, like build 15 firewalls or something. So actually, this is the first next step together with the daily bonus and the daily multiplier. The daily multiplier is basically Right now, let's say you earn like 15K points per game, right? Next day you earn when you log in every day. Next day you earn 1.1x. So it is basically like 10% more, and the next day 20% more. If you don't log in for a day, it goes back to base point, right? 1x. If you log in every day, it goes to 2x, and you start earning 2x. And this is like rewarding the early players that we have at the moment, because later on there will be much, much, much more players. And uh, this is basically your also chance to, get that uh, differentiation with the newcomers and you. And the NFTs, yeah. After that, after adding like some more features, we are going to release the NFTs. Actually, the collection itself is ready. Actually, probably next week in the AMA, we can actually show you guys the collection. I think it would be nice for you guys to see. We can screen share and show, before anyone else, before we make it public. We can show you guys, we can discuss about it. It would be nice. And the NFTs not coming this month. Hopefully soon, though. I don't want to give dates.
Mm. Just to tease you guys a little bit, each of the NFTs will have passive and active ability, and they will help you. So this is what we can reveal so far.
Yeah, actually, this is a good point. All of the NFTs will have in-game utilities, so you will be able to use all of the NFTs inside the game, and like passively, like there are things like increased movement speed, like decreased building upgrade time, decrease the capture central minor unit threshold, and like things like that. Let's not like reveal everything, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
things that can help you inside the game, basically. So all of the NFTs will have a utility inside the game. You will be able to use it. We don't want a random collection, like sitting there and like unrelated to the game. It's not going to be something like that. You are going to use them inside the game all the time.
Yeah. Adrian asked, when is the TGE?
So guys, hopefully NFT launch, if we can make it before 2026, the end of this year, it would be great, right? This is how I want. This is what I want. But it might like happen in January, maybe even later. You don't know, right? Hopefully NFTs can come pretty soon, right? The TGE is actually we have a roadmap on the website. It is planned for Q1 2026.
But most likely the end of Q1, right?
Yeah, of course. When you say Q1, you all know this. When you say Q1, it is March. So like I don't like I can't say like exact date, or some maybe it can happen in February. I don't know, but the estimated time is Q1 of 2026.
Cosmic, if you have some ideas of the NFT utility that we would like to see in the game, you are open to write it down, because we are still testing the current ones, how they will behave within the game and this stuff. So we want to make sure, right, for NFTs to remain fair, and that they don't give like huge advantage that it's impossible for people without them to play, honestly. Since you asked about utilities, if you have something specific, we are open to hear. Oh, Shadow also asked regarding NFTs. And no, NFTs won't boost Flagm8 points. Like, Flagm8 points gonna be boosted by the quest. They won't be boosted by NFTs directly, right? But we are adding the quest, so for the people that are playing daily, they will get more from the quests, plus they will get more from the multiplier. Plus, we are adding, like currently, right? Since you are gaining the tokens from the miner, right? Usually, the longer that you play, the more points you will achieve. We are working on a patch that would reward people for being fast and good, right? So the more skilled you are, you will earn slightly more per game. And now it's not the situation like that. Now, like the people that are like uh faster, they are punished, kinda, right? So this is also the thing we realized along the way, and now we are working on that. When current leaderboard ends, underdog.
Uh, so the current leaderboard is the actually airdrop leaderboard, yeah, right? When you think about it, top 100 gets 25K and top 5,000 gets flag tokens. So it actually gives you your answer, right? Current leaderboard will end with the TGE itself, but we are going to have in between tournaments. This is the main tournament on the way that you are going to the TGE, right? With the prize itself and everything. But there will be in between tournaments and in between events, for example, for 2 weeks or like 3 weeks. So and those will be like for a limited time, right? But this goes until the TGE,
Yeah.
which is quarter 1.
Can you tell about game? What's kind of game? Skill based or not? Yes, it's skill based. You can actually go, or like you don't need to install anything. You just go to the website and you can try the game out. Like literally takes you 2 minutes to do that.
Yeah, you can just go to flagmate.com, play a game. You can talk while you are playing the game, you know. Like we are here to answer your question. It is a skill based game, it's a strategy game. Actually, this is where that we really like to focus on. And like it is a game that requires some, like it's not a tap to earn game, right? Like we like I hate those games. I don't want people to think of it like hamster combat, you know. It's not a tap to earn game. It is a, like you need to think a little bit strategically when you are playing, especially versus a real player. And now after the updates of the AI, with AI itself, right?
Yeah. Uh, Dran asks, I want to ask the game an online or offline, and when we can get it on mobile. It is online. It will remain to be online, and mobile update is expected very soon as we get approved on app stores.
Yeah, it is pending on the App Store.
So
About the actually this online or offline part, right? It is going to be always offline. I mean online, of course. Uh, but when we have the App Store listing, right, we can work. We will start working on like different game modes and like different like tower defense type of modes. You know, so the mobile will have more varieties. But if you don't want to go like, yeah, download the mobile app, you will be able to always play the existing version and the tournament on the browser itself. So let
mm,
me see
uh,
the
uh,
question.
after
Hmm.
the current Grand Tournament ends, will there be the future ones? Probably after Flagmate TG.
Another tournament? Did you mean? I couldn't find it. The text.
Uh, After the current Grand Tournament ends, will there be the future ones?
Yes,
Probably
of
after
course.
Flagmate TG.
Yes, of course we will have future tournaments even before the current tournament ends. We will have in between events, right? For 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 week, like fast paced, tournaments. Even before we will have those, and after the game ends, there will be, of course, more tournaments and more the token utility, etc., etc. Ark said, "I have a question,
Yeah,
but
sure. Go
I
ahead.
guess he
Yeah.
didn't write it."
Hey,
If Ark
Bagball.
is still listening, Please go ahead, Ark.
Mm, Are there any major gameplay updates planned, or will the game mechanics stay the same as they are now?
It kind of depends on the major gameplay update meaning, right? So there will be updates about uh, making the game more smooth, especially the unit sending from hexagons. Right now, you only need to click the hexagon, then send it from that hexagon. Click that button there. Like the game improvements uh, is happening, kind of happening all the time. Actually, the major updates. Uh, this is the game itself, right? This is the game. The major update, like I don't think there is going to be a major update that will affect or like make you sad. We don't want to change what you get used to if we are not
Mm.
improving it. So improvements are yes, like totally a new game. You won't see a totally new game when you get into Flagmate.
Some things that we are considering, and we still haven't decided, like whether we change the base, like the main miner spot, whether we change the player spots, but this is still very far ahead, even if we decide to go for these like major changes in the gameplay.
Yeah, those are like not major, right? So where you start in the game, so the randomizing factors into the game, like more AIs, where do you start? And like, for example, you can start the opposite side of the map, and like, there can be 3, 4 AIs into the game, and like there can be more buildings. That's like we are working on more buildings too. As you know, during the launch, we didn't have like firewalls and the hexagon firewalls, but now like they went live like a couple days after the launch. Now we have them. We are working on more buildings, so there will be more varieties inside the game. But if like it depends on what you mean as a major change, right?
Yeah. Is there any information related to tokenomics in this project? If yes, when it will be announced? We have some
Yes.
preview. You
Yeah.
you can go ahead.
Yeah, actually there is. Actually, we were just working on that a little bit with Grit yesterday. Like I was showing him the details and everything. There are still things that they needs to be updated, but we have a tokenomics that is like around 30-page long, a full breakdown. After like we make sure that it is ready to, go public, it will be updated, uploaded on our website.
Yeah, we don't want to tell you like there is like, I don't know, 10% for the TG of the tokens in circulation, and then we decide to reduce it in 5. We want at the moment when we are ready to publish that it's kinda final, and that the users and players know what they're getting into, right? So we one thing that we can tell you upfront is that our goal for the NFTs is that, let's say if the NFTs are like $20 each, that you're getting at least $20 from the TG, right? So then you will have the NFT and you will have the $20 which you kind of spend for the NFT. So this is one of the things that we are also like working on and
No, but
considering.
these are like hypothetical numbers, right? So like whatever what you are getting, what you are going to get is totally like based on the valuation of Flagmate. In the upcoming AMAs, we can actually disclose the valuation, right? I see this. I see the AMAs as the place that we actually talk with our community, right? So that's why I actually want to show the collection next week to you guys before like it's public. I feel like we should like share like most of the stuff with the community here itself. So like uh, since the top 5,000 is going to get airdrop, like I said, and it is going like they are going to be like the reason that it is only top 5,000 is we want everybody to be happy after the TGE. When you get the airdrop, you will see that Like it is not like 100K people, 1 million people splitting a reward pool. It is only 5,000, and it is also directly related with how many points you have, right? It is not equal to the top 5,000 too. So if you have more points, you will get more.
Yeah. I'm reading the questions. Could I get your opinion on the minimum and maximum duration of the tournament that's currently running for 25,000?
Max, so it lasts under the TGE, like I said, Q1 2026. That is the end of the tournament, because it is not only 25,000. So actually, this is something that we need to make it clear more, right? It is that the tournament is not just for 25K. It is also for flag tokens. So until TGE, the tournament can't end because we can't give you flag tokens if it's not launched, right? So it ends at the TGE time.
Zach asks, I want to ask if you're planning adding the difficulty system with AI. Like if I play against hard AI, I get 2x points, medium 1.5, normal 1x. No. Like as we said, like the difficulty of AI will increase with your level, and like since it will be randomized, right? Like after you play, I don't know, if I'm the same level as you are, right? Let's say we are both level 100 and I play 10 games, you play 10 games. At average, the difficulty of your AI and my AI will be pretty similar. So after a certain number of games, maybe you get this game slightly stronger AI, I get the next one, but it won't.
But the points are not going to change. So you are going to get the same points because you won't be able to choose the medium, easy, or hard. When you play 10 games versus AI, for example, like until you play like 3 games, it is easy. After 3 games, it starts to get harder and harder, for example, like until like maybe 50 games. And after 50 games, it is getting like harder and harder. When you lose versus AI, it starts to go easier, right? So it is in a place where like it is like challenging for you. Let's say like you lose like, I don't know, 10 games versus AI. It means that AI is hard for you, right? It will like, it might start to go easier a little bit until like it is like super, yeah, until it is challenging. We want it to be challenging.
Yeah, but you lose points, right? So you don't want to lose, right?
Of course, it is not going to be super hard, guys. Like right now, it is too easy. You all know it. It will be more fun and challenging. But like, if you are playing good and if you get used to the game, you won't lose it, but you won't win it in like I don't know, 5 minutes too. That's the thing.
Yeah. What is the Flagm8 point to flag token ratio? We already mentioned that like the distribution will be like kind of based on your leaderboard position, and that like points matter for your position, but they won't correlate specifically with the number of tokens that you're getting. Your position will, but your tokens won't, right?
So the tokens is like this, guys. So I know why is he asking. So he's basically asking, if I have 1 million tokens, will I get? I mean points. Will I get 1 million tokens? If it is like that, then the token the price decreases, right? I mean, it starts with like decrease, like low price, so you get that. But like it doesn't actually matter at the end of the day how much airdrop you are like. It doesn't change the airdrop amount in terms of dollars that you are going to get. If the conversion rate, I mentioned this earlier, but let me explain again. So if you have 1 million points and let's say you get, I don't know, 100 flags, and if that 100 flags is $1, you will get $100, right? But if you have, let's say, again 1 million points, you get 1 million tokens. Then the token price is 0.10. You still get $100. So it actually, how many tokens you are getting is not changing the value that you are getting. I hope that explains that the ratio thing, right?
Yeah. Like right, if you have 1 million tokens and one token is worth, I don't know, 0.00000001, right? Then your 1 million tokens
Yeah.
is worth $1, right? So
Yeah, it wouldn't be nice, right? It wouldn't be nice. You wouldn't want that. So we want the token to be valuable, and we want you to get the most airdrop as possible because it is only limited to 5,000 people, which is like normally like the other projects are not doing like this. Like they are rewarding like 100,000 people, and like we kind of don't want that because we want that the ones that receive the airdrop to be satisfied with the amount in terms of value of dollar, that they receive.
mm, yeah.
I want to ask something.
Yeah.
Sure.
I want to ask about the roles you get. What is the difference between someone who gets the early role and those who doesn't, as well as other roles? Is there any special reward given?
Okay. This is we will disclose this later. I can't say it right now. But yes, there is there is like difference between like high participants and like you are here today with us, and like someone like the other people are not here. So like this is, and like for example in this uh AMA, I don't know if you noticed, like I am giving people roles, right? So it will matter when the time comes, but I can't exactly say how it is going to be useful for you, but it will be useful.
Yeah, we will just tell you that we will let you know once we disclose stuff regarding NFTs.
Thank you,
No,
sir.
no, 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 no. It's not like that, Zake. It's not. It's not like that, brother. Uh, so uh, I'm thinking how can I explain it. So if you have more points, you will get more tokens at the end of the day. I just mentioned about the ratio. Yeah, yeah. It's not like that, brother. I was just talking about the ratio. I was saying if you have 1 million points, you will get some ratio equal. Like, let's say the ratio is 10 to 1, right? So if you have 1 million points, like I'm just creating a scenario here, right? It's not like certain. If you have 1 million points, you might get 100,000 tokens, and if someone has 100,000 points, they will get 10,000 tokens. So
Yeah,
when the ratio is there, right? At the end of the day, what's important is the value of that token, right? Because if that token is 0.0000, it won't be useful for you. But
and
whoever has more points and higher in the leaderboard, of course, they will get more airdrop depending on how higher they are from the next person behind them,
yeah, and the ratio will correlate based on the total points accumulated for the top 5,000 people on the leaderboard, right? So obviously, if you have more
Yeah.
points within the game, you will get more tokens, right? And we already disclosed the alpha how you can earn more tokens. Like if you log in every day, you get the multiplier. So pretty much your win is valued more in comparison to somebody who plays every third day for a whole day.
It is not going to be like that, of course, but if you play more, if you have more points, you will get more airdrop than the one who has less points.
Yeah.
Can Ark ask the question? Let's answer that. I think we are almost done, right? It slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, I just want to say for the people that kind of joined later, I recorded the whole AMA and we're gonna upload it to the YouTube and we will post the link to the AMA on YouTube, which we're gonna link in the Discord. So if somebody joined later, you can listen to it pretty much from the start. So
Yeah.
Ark asked, can you play the game with your friends in both far and wild? I'm not sure that I understand. Most especially your friends, is close proximity, and is there a means of communication while in the game, verbally or written form? Do you understand the question?
So can you play the game with your friends in both far and wild? Most especially your friends in close. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can. You of course you can play if your friend lives in the same house. You can play with your dad, with your mom, with your sister. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. You know. Is there a means of communication while in the game? Yes, there is a chat that you can use. You know, in the diplomacy section, there is a chat. And actually, let us talk about the diplomacy a little bit because I realize most of the people are not using it. So in the diplomacy, there is a flagmate option. So you can actually become flagmates inside the game. So this is actually where we will release more educational contents about this. Uh, so let's say we are in the game like with 4 players. So you can actually team up with one of the players, right? And if like you can in the diplomacy section, you can send them a flagmate request, and when you become flagmates, whatever you earn, and if you win, whatever you earn, you basically split the points. This is a really cool feature. It was closed during our launch, so right now it is live and like you can use it. You know, we will have a post about it, an educational post about it too. So yeah, there is a chat and there is a diplomacy. This is actually where the flagmate name is coming from. You know, you are playing the game and you can basically become flagmates with another player inside the game in the diplomacy. Um, so,
Yeah.
Zach, you were writing something. If you have a question, go ahead, or we can actually slowly wrap this up.
Will those who earn points only through referrals receive rewards? Well, it will literally be impossible for people to earn points
No,
through referrals, right? Because many of these referrals are kind of fake or they don't have any games within the, like, if you're not playing and you refer tons of people, they need to play, right? So
even if they are playing, even if your referral are playing, uh, like when the time comes, right? It will be like let's say you referred 1,000 people this week and never played for 6 months. Even if that 1,000 people is playing, you are not going to get a reward after 6 months if you are inactive for 6 months, right? At the end of the day, uh, who is like playing, like even if it's like one game at the TGE month, right? As long as like he is there, he has a game history, and like he played, he's going to get rewarded. But if he invited, I don't know, 100 people today and never looked back, they are not going to get rewarded.
yeah.
Mm.
Zach has a good question. I wanted to ask if I could configure the number of units sent later in the game.
To the hexagons, you mean?
Yeah, he probably wants to send units faster, right?
Uh, no, I think he's or slower.
No, he wanna.
So
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
you
faster.
can basically select the number that you want to send. If you're talking about that,
Yeah, I can ask you like in voice. I just wanted to ask like I built like if I build like max amount of servers, I can only send like at minimum like 10 units for hex. Yeah.
I think something like that. Yeah, something in that range.
So I wanted to ask if I could, like in later updates in the game, like manage this number. So if like I can set it up, like I can send only maximum 5 units per second or per square, or 20 or something like this.
Underdog, you here?
I am still trying to understand the exact question. So when you are
Uh,
sending units to the hexagon, you are like it is like super fast going up when you are like pressing with your mouse, right? You
yeah,
want to
Yeah,
limit
yeah,
it to a certain number.
yeah, like yeah, managing the limits I can send, because sometimes I can send randomly 100 units per square and I didn't want it, and then I need to like casually with my hands manage where these units go, instead like focusing on other targets.
Okay, okay, I understood now. We are working on something related to it. By the way, this is a good feedback. So let's write it down and let's actually send this to Tech Team 2 to like give an option to limit the hexagon, like the unit number you want to send. But the thing that we are working on is actually going to be useful in regards to this too. So we are working on a feature that you are going to be able to select all of those hexagons and select like the units inside that square, let's say. Like you select 10 hexagons and you move the units from that 10 hexagons at the same time, right? So actually, this will solve your problem too. But what you suggest is also really cool, right? When this is implemented, you will be able to select the, let's say, your like top right corner of the map. Your units are there, and you will be able to send all of the units from that location to another location.
Yeah, that sounds cool too. Yeah.
But I am writing down what you just said
Thank
because
you.
that also makes sense.
Thank you.
Yeah, with the first update, you should be able to send units slightly faster, right? Because I realized that's a problem as well. So we are working on that. Mm, yeah, I didn't get an issue that I want to send units slower, but when you're able to send the units from the already captured areas to the new one, I think that will help and solve a lot of the problems that we currently have, right? And mm, one of the utilities of the NFTs will help you to send units even faster. So this is also what we're working on. Eleanor asked what kind of cooperation have you done together with partnerships such as Grinder, Guilds, and others?
Yeah, basically the partners that we did are there for like feature also cooperation. We are going to like host like spaces with them, do like events with them, maybe do game nights with them, maybe do AMAs inside there. Like maybe we can invite them to our like feature Discord AMAs. These are like strategic partnerships based on uh, basically marketing.
Let's go fast through these questions. So we answer the current ones, and then we have to wrap this up. We need to leave something for the next week. Will there be a key assignments? For example, I want to assign a shortcut to send units.
Actually, yes. This is the thing, right? Right now, uh, when you hold your mouse to the screen and like basically randomly go around your nearby hexagons, you can like send units everywhere, right? You don't need to like go one by one, even right now inside the game. When you log in, like just press your mouse and like never let your mouse go. You are basically sending units everywhere. So it is already there is a shortcut, but the shortcut for sending units from the existing hexagon to another yes, like I said, we are working on an area selection, like a square with your like mouse, or like on mobile, and send units from there. That will be also added.
Backball asks, could you add a feature in the game that allows us to upgrade buildings directly in my buildings tab, either with a single click or individually?
Hmm.
Yeah, this is
Okay, there-
actually
this is a cool feedback, right? This is a great feedback. So right now, like you need to select the buildings from the map. I
yeah.
think this is a really helpful feedback. Let's write it down. Right, let's write it down. Yeah, we can add that feature honestly, like, and it is like super simple to implement too. Uh,
Yeah, this is
so
this is one of the reasons why we organize this, because we want like useful feedback from you and we appreciate it. So yeah, this is actually a
yeah,
good one. Yeah.
yeah, this is a good improvement because like when us and our product, like when we focus on like quests and like multipliers and like the upcoming features that like we are planning, sometimes there are like really cool shortcuts that can help the game, and like sometimes we miss on those. So thank you for saying that. We can definitely add that. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it, Zach. We are planning to do these AMAs weekly, but before we wrap this up, actually, uh, let me tell you all this. We are going to whitelist all of the participants that joined this AMA and ask the question for the upcoming collection. You are all going to be whitelisted. And next week, hopefully next week, I can actually show you guys the collection itself and like a little bit leak on it, like maybe, so you are all going to be whitelisted. This was the reward that we were mentioning about, right? Uh, and you are all getting the roles of the. If I forgot to give anyone, I will give it after the AMA ends. But yeah, you are all whitelisted for the NFT collection that is upcoming.
Yeah, I pretty much went through the chat and gave everyone roles.
Yeah, after we wrap this up,
I already did
uh,
it.
the details about the mint will be shared later on. Cosmic. Let's keep it. Let's keep some for next week. Let's save
Yeah,
some questions
exactly.
for next week. You know.
Exactly, yeah. Mm. Okay, so that's it,
Okay.
guys. If you have some additional questions, you can always ask them in the chat. If you experience some bugs within the game, you can open the ticket and we will try to help you with these. So yeah, and when you get a bug, don't close the game, so you can send us the error messages that you get, because it's helpful in order to resolve it. Thank you guys for
Thank you so
joining.
much, guys. It was a pleasure to meet with you all and like finally speak with you all. We are going to do this regularly, every week. If like nothing serious comes up, it will be every week, either like Thursday or Friday. We will announce it a couple days before, and yeah,
Yeah, thanks guys. Bye. Bye.
thank you guys. Bye bye.